More than ever, homeowners are looking for great deals on home repairs, but could some of those deals just be a way for an unscrupulous contractor to get in the door and scare you into paying for work you don't really need? That's what our Lisa Guerrero found in this iSquad investigation.
It's every homeowner's nightmare. Disgusting mold contaminating your home. Some houses even have to be destroyed when the problem gets too severe. But would a licensed contractor tell you that you have a mold problem, even if you didn't? To find out, we had this home in Birmingham, Alabama, inspected by experts from 3 different companies. They looked at the air ducts, examined the vents, and checked for water damage.
Is there a mold problem in this house?
No, there's not a mold problem in this house.
We then looked for ads like these found all over the country. We called this one offering a great deal, just $49.95 to clean the air ducts in our home.
Hi, I wanted to see if I could make an appointment.
But first, we placed hidden cameras throughout the house. When the technicians arrived, I was posing as the homeowner. They looked all over the house, and after a 30-minute inspection, they told me the bad news.
You tested positive for mold in the outside unit.
This is a mold test?
Yes.
And it tested positive for mold?
Yeah. You failed dramatically.
What these guys didn't know was that we had sent in an undercover producer to apply for a job with the company, Advanced Air Quality.
Opportunity here to make $100,000 a year, no.
This is Ed Perro. He's been running businesses like these for years, and he knows you can't get rich cleaning air ducts for $49.95.
Okay, I promise you. Okay, we're gonna find mold. Okay?
Back at our house with our hidden cameras, the unsuspecting salesman from Advanced Air Quality showed me a vent pulled from the bathroom.
What is that?
It's from your master bathroom.
That's mold on there?
Yeah. The reason why these rust out is mold attaches itself and it eats right through the paint.
But our mold expert says that's bogus.
Do you see any mold here?
No, I certainly do not. What he is referring to is obviously rust.
So he was trying to scare me?
Yes.
So what's it gonna cost? A lot more than $49.
You're looking at $1114.96.
Wow, that's a lot of money.
When I complain about the price, he calls his manager.
That's just a little bit more than she can afford to spend a day. Is there anything we can do for her, sir? Well, it's a level 1 contamination.
Level 1 contamination? That sounds serious. But it's really just a trick they use to fool the customer. They learn it in training.
Okay, now the manager's gonna ask you, what do you need? A level 1, level 2, or level 3? Based on the customer. Are you gonna need 10% off? Are you gonna need 20% off? Or are you gonna need 30% off?
Sure enough, that level 1 contamination turned into a 10% discount.
You can take the $1114.96 and bring it down to $999.
$999.
At this point, it was time to tell him who I really am.
Joe, I have to tell you, I'm not really the homeowner.
Yep.
My name's Lisa Guerrero, and I'm with Inside Edition.
Okay.
And you've just charged me $1,000 for work that this house doesn't need.
I can only make recommendations. I took you outside. You want to take your cameras outside? We'll go outside.
He takes us outside and redid the mold test. But this time, with our experts hovering over him, the test comes back negative.
No mold.
We wanted to talk to Ed Perro, the man we were told owns the company. It turns out he's a registered sex offender and has a rap sheet for grand theft, assault, and burglary. We caught up with him on the street, but he wasn't too happy to see me.
Mr. Perro, I'm Lisa Guerrero with Inside Edition. Are you ripping off the customers of your air duct cleaning business?
Perro just turned and walked away. Then we received a call from this guy, Patrick Milliken, who said he was the owner of the business. When we went to his office, he wasn't there, but then he pulled up on his motorcycle. When he calmed down, he insisted he doesn't rip off his customers and said he has absolutely no connection to that ex-con Ed Perro.
He has given this business a bad rep. He's given it a bad name. He's known throughout as a rip-off, as a scam artist, as everything in the world.
So there would never be a time when he would actually be participating in training with your technicians.
Okay. I'm going to end this interview if you try to word this again to me, that he's a part of my business.
Okay.
I've explained this to you. I've been nice about doing this interview for you. Do not accuse me or insinuate that that man is a part of my business again.
Then can I show you something that you might want to know?
Sure.
that you might want to see. This is a training session 3 months ago with you and Ed Perro training your technicians.
That's right. There he is with Ed Perro, the man he just called a scam artist, at a training session for new employees.
Can you explain why you would lie about that?
Real simple. The man knows a lot about the business. I'm not a fool to cut my throat on taking knowledge from and about, but he is not part of my business. I do run an above-board business.
Okay, we're going to find mold.
The Better Business Bureau in Alabama says if a company wants to charge you to remove mold, always get a second opinion. For more tips, come to our website, InsideEdition.com.